Hello and welcome. I'm your host, Ruby Gill, and I feel honored to welcome you all on the behalf of lovely professional university. So, attendees, what do you think the sense of today's webinar? Well, I'm glad to share with much excitement that today our expert will deliver his expertise and make us learn about let's design a 3D game. So I'm sure you all will be excited to be the part of today's webinar, today's learning process. So kindly allow me to introduce our experts. Dr. Gurpreet Singh Sahi, Assistant Professor, School of Computer Science and Engineering, lovely professional university. A systematic educationist, research enthusiast and IT professional with a rich cross-functional experience of more than 9 years. He is an enthusiastic technology explorer with the knowledge of cloud computing, SAP, computer architecture, Unity 2D, 3D games, and Internet of Things. So, sir, thank you so much for your valuable time. Thank you so much for joining. Additionally, I would like to welcome our admission expert, Mr. Pankaj Ridge, Assistant Director, Head, Department of Tie-ups, Division of Admissions, lovely professional university. With master's degree in management, he has a keen interest in the area of training and development. He is having more than 20 years of experience in multiple domains, including teaching, training, and operations. He has occupied strategic positions in multiple organizations of repute, and attendees today he'll give you an insight of fee eligibility and scholarship, which I'm sure will make you save a lot of money. And in addition to that, he'll also be sharing the infrastructure part of the university. So thank you so much, sir, for joining us today. So with this, we'll begin today's webinar. I welcome you all again to the webinar and looking forward for the great interactive session. So over to you, Dr. Gurpreet Singh, for the content of the day.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am, for this introduction. So, very good morning to all the attendees here. So, ma'am, my voice is audible?
Yes, sir. Your voice is audible, and we can see your screen as well.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am, for the confirmation. So, today we have a webinar on the 3D game design. So, as we know that game designing is a very booming industry in the today's world. Not only the 2D game design, but the 3D game design is getting very. This industry is getting more and more attention in these days. Now, many of you are already playing many kind of 3D games. Okay, so like you have played many like Battlefield. There is a Far Cry. So at least you are aware of these kind of game. So like GTA Vice City. So we are very fond of these kinds of game. FIFA, the EA Sports game, which is a very common in these days. The FIFA is one of their product. So that is also a very famous game. So at least one of the name that I am announcing here. So you must have played one or two, or you are aware of these kinds of games. But the interesting part is how we develop these games. So especially a 3D game. So for that we need a particular software. We need a creative designing. We need a good development of the characters. We need very good, we need some coding skills, and it is very easy to design. So today we will learn about that. So let's proceed on this note. Let's proceed. So in order to design a 3D game, first of all, we need an application. Basically, it is a software, right? We called it as a game engine. So there are one of the famous game engine that is available, which is very easy to use, creative. Okay, that is the Unity game engine. I hope you are aware of this. You must have heard of this, the Unity game engine. Okay, Unity game engine is not only used to develop the PC high-end 3D games, but it is also used to make mobile games. Like in the Android stores, you download the games. So sometimes it is written that it is powered by the Unity. So some highlights of today's session, that's what are the prerequisites, that if you want to set up this software, then what we need. Okay, so if you have Windows operating system 7, you have Mac operating system Ubuntu Cent, so it is a multi-platform, means if you have any kind of operating system, if you either you have a MacBook or a Window book, okay, so you can install your this software, that is a Unity software, as you can see this logo, right? So you can install by using this, and minimum 4 GB RAM is more than enough, and initially good internet connection is required, and a normal CPU like i3 i5 processor is more than enough. So what contents we are going to cover? We are going to build something, and we are going to see how we are going to build that. So what is a Unity game engine interface? We will see today. What are the tools? These are the very interesting tools. Okay, so sometimes you feel you like if you have seen 3D animation movie, okay, the Lion King or any, so these tools can be used in that area also. Okay, so now you will see that you will be in the position that you are holding a 3D camera. Now where the camera should project, so that the view should look like a real, that we will see. So today we will design one creative environment. Basically today we will design a jungle theme. Okay, and then we will add a first person character. You know what is first person controller and third person controller? If you see the character, then that is a third person. If you can't see the character but only see its motion, that become first person. So we will see, and then we will see, then we will run the game, and we will control it with our keyboard. So let's start. So instead of wasting time, so let me start with the interface. So this is the software. Okay, this is the software that we use to design a 3D game. So here we will design a jungle theme. In the jungle, we have a rough surface, we have a grass, we have green area, we have a path in which we can move, right? We have a trees. The trees are moving. So we will design this whole surface in just 20 minutes. Okay, so let's begin here. So first of all, this is the interface for the Unity. So the interesting part is that it is available in a single interface. These are the various options that is available. You can build a game, you can make an Android game by using this interface. It is very easy to do that also. Okay, these are some game objects, like 3D objects you can use, like cube, sphere, capsule. So these are some 3D objects. Another interesting thing, when we play a game, okay, in the game there is a physics also play a very important role. For example, gravity. So if a body has a mass, okay, then gravity rules applies on that object. Okay, so if a character is moving, then the gravity is automatically applying on that. So we also apply those gravity systems, and so that it can feel the gravity. Second thing, when one solid body, okay, they interact with the second solid body, it is called collision. So we have a colliders. Through that we can make a real collision effects. So everything, when we designing a 3D game, so everything should be in look like a real. Okay, so we are going to do that. So first of all, I go to a 3D object, and I will select this terrain. Now you see there is a one terrain. Now on this is a very by using these tools, this is called hand tool, I can move this up and down. Very easy to use. You can see it is just a plane surface, just like a rectangular surface, like a plane. Okay, so on this plane we will create a whole jungle. We will try to create a whole jungle in our remaining time. Okay, and this is my camera. So I told you that it is a 3D camera. Okay, this is the position of the camera. So you can adjust the position either manually. You can give the coordinates. You know that we are using GPS. Okay, how GPS is calculate the location with the help of coordinates. The coordinates we divide into the X, Y, and Z direction, right? So you can decide the position of the camera, that where your camera should be placed, so that I can see a view. Now, if I click on the camera here, I can see that this is my view. So this is my play button. So when I run the game, so this view is visible to me. So now this view is visible. Right now this view is visible. So by these are the various tools that we use. One is, this is called hand tool. I can move its position so that I can see the location according to my choice. Now with this hand tool, I can look into, I can take a top view, I can look from the top view, from the bottom view, whatever. Now let's design a surface. Okay, so to design a surface, I am taking a top view so that you can easily clearly view that. So this is my view, right? So in the terrain, so these are the various options used to build a terrain. First of all, I need to make a hilly area. For that, I am going to use this option. It is called paint texture, right? Under that, we have a raise and lower down the terrain. Now you can select a brush size here. Like here, I'm selecting this 100, or you can select any type of brush. Now when you press here, you see by pressing only mouse button, you are making a rough surface. You can change the brush size also, increase the size. I so this is my advice, that always use the mouse, because it is very easy to build. Now you see we have a terrain, a plain terrain, which has been converted into the a rough surface, like a hilly surface, right? When we click on the play, so this is in front of me, right? Now it does not look like a real. It does not look like a real. So I want to add a texture. So the texture of the plane should be green, right? So texture of the plane should be green. So I select here. First of all, I left some areas, so I will also cover those areas. So in order to add a texture, so we have raise and lower down the terrain. Now there is an option to use a paint texture. Now this is my texture. Okay, now which color you want? I will select from the edit terrain layers. First of all, I select the paint texture. Okay, so then I go to the edit terrain layers, and then we will create a layer. Now I need a green color. You will see the effect in just 10 seconds. So I need some good green color. Sometimes if I have we have a lot of colors, so that's why. So this one is a grass ground color. If I double click here, just see the effect. And when you click on the play, my camera action has been changed. So let's move the camera up so that I can see the view. So you can use the tools to adjust the camera position. So if I click on the play, so you can see the effect, right? Now there is a one thing missing here. I need a path. In the jungle, there is a path, and the color of the path is always brown or dust color. So I need another texture. So for that, I go to the paint terrain. I select the, earlier we have selected the raise and lower down the terrain. Then we add a paint texture. It is already selected. Now I need another texture. So I will select the edit terrain layers, and we create a new layer. This time the layer has a different texture, the path texture. For that, I need a dusty color, like brown color or some light brown color. So I need to select it from here in my assets, which is already available here. So I will select this one. So now I need a circular color. But if I use this path, okay, so it becomes the brush size is very large. So path become very large. I need to make it a small. So I will reduce the brush size like this. Now here I can, by using mouse button, select this one, create a path, like we are creating an adventure game. Now in the main camera, we can see that. Now I will adjust the main camera and I will move near here. Now if I click on the play, you will see this path. Now we have one grass, we have one path, but it still does not look good. The reason is, you can see from the main camera, this is my view. So by using this move tool, you can rotate the camera, you can increase the size of an object. So these tools can be used, or you can use the XYZ coordinates for that. So simple. Now what is the missing part here? We also need a trees. We need to add a trees. Again, we will select the terrain. This is the beauty, or this is the interesting fact, that everything comes under one interface. So when I select a terrain, I am using these options. Earlier I have used the paint terrain, from where I have used raise and lower down the option. I am using the paint texture. So two option has been used. Now I need a trees. For adding a trees, this is the paint tree option. Now I have selected this option. Now it is asking for edit trees. Okay, I will take a closer look here. Okay, so edit trees and just add a tree. Now you need a tree object. So I will click on this object here, this circular one, and here I am writing a tree. So it is available in the assets. Assets are the space where you will store all your objects. So I will search here. So these are the trees that is available. So I will use one of them. So I will use this one, let's say. So click here, add. So this tree is added. Now I will increase the brush size and I will start placing the trees. You can increase the density of the trees by clicking again and again like this. Now if I see the main camera, so here is my main camera. So here the density of tree is less. So I will select the tree option, and here I will increase the density. Now when I click on the play, what I will see here is, this is the trees. But what is the problem here? The problem is that trees cannot come on my path. So can I delete those trees? Yes. So I will select a terrain and I will select the tree option. I will reduce the brush size, press the control button and press the left mouse button, select this tree, press the control button and press the left mouse button, and we can remove the tree from our path like this. Okay, now we select the main camera and we use this move tool and we place it little down like this. Now look at the view when I click on the play. So trees are outside my path and I have my free path. Right? Similarly, we can do it for the whole terrain area. Now there is another thing. So it looks like a real. We have created a jungle environment. So trees are there. So I have a path, I have a view, I have a blue sky. So now a plain terrain has been converted into a jungle. But still there are something missing. First thing is the trees are not moving. There is no wind. Till now, I have not used any coding. Yes, we can use the coding, but there is no need. So this is just a designing. This is the game design. So right now the trees are static. So we need to move the trees with the wind. Second, there is no grass. We need to add the grass. Now how we are going to do that? Let's see. First of all, let's add a wind to the trees. So I will just go here. So I am in the scene mode, not in the running mode. Running mode is different. So what I can do here is, right? So I can go to the game object, 3D object, from where I have selected this terrain. Okay. So now I am selecting the wind zone. Okay. Now this wind zone, now what should be the direction of the wind? You can select that, directional or spherical. What should be the turbulence? Means the speed of motion. So now I will change the camera position here. I will move towards the tree here. I will place near the tree here. So if I click on the play, can you see the trees are moving? The leaves are moving. The whole terrain trees are moving. Now it is because of this wind zone. Now if I increase the turbulence by let's say 2. Now let's see the speed. It looks like a different scenario. Now it looks like a little more windy condition. So you can make a turbulence, you can make a hurricane, or you can make a normal. So here we will keep it to the default and make a turbulence 1. Right? Now I will select the main camera and I go to my terrain again, where I have started. Now the another thing is I want to add the grass. So I will use this move tool. So this is the play mode. You can click here, you enter into the plane mode where your camera is projected. Okay. If you click here, you can come out of it. When you are into the scene mode, you can edit anything. Okay. So here I want to add the grass. To add a grass, I go to the terrain. Okay. And in the terrain, I go to the paint details, and now it is just near the paint trees option. Edit details and add the grass texture. Now you need a texture. Now I will select this area, and here I will write a grass from my asset store. So these are the grasses. So I will select any one grass like this one and click add. Now press anywhere. Now the grass will be added. So I will add the grass. If you go closer, you can see. Now if I click on the play, can you see the grass? So if the grass is on the ground, you can, by using control button, you can remove the grass from the, reduce the brush size here. And here you can add a grass. It is not visible maybe because so I will add a grass only on the green area. So when I click on the play, so this is my grass. Now trees are moving, grass is also moving. Now another interesting part is sometimes here we have only one particular type of grass. So I can add mixture of grasses. So for even I can add mixture of trees also. So for that, I can go to the edit details and add a grass texture. This time I will add a new grass like this one, flowers. Select this one and start painting. Increase the brush size and you can start painting. So why this is a yellow sign? It is saying that you are making it more denser, but it will work. Okay, so that's we can. Now you see we have mixture of grasses, right? Now what else we missing here? Now the thing that I miss here is the character, the first person controller. Okay, now to add a character, we need to select a character. So this is the standard assets that contain the various characters like first person controller, third person controller, right? Then it has a vehicle, so we can use various. So here I click on this character and I will select the first person controller. So this is my first person controller. So let's see where it is. Now this first person controller, first of all, it should be above the ground. Now the camera is already added to this controller. So I don't need the camera. So I will select the main camera and let's delete. Okay, so place the first person controller where you want to place. Okay, now what is this green color? This green color is nothing but it is the collider. So this tractor has a walking speed which is 5 kilometer per second, meter per second. It has a running speed, it has a jumping speed, it is a gravity, it has a rigid body. Why? What is the meaning of rigid body? When you declare any body in a unity as a rigid body, it means the gravity is applied. So it will fall down if it is in the free space. Okay, so the for the physics effect. Okay, so when I click on the play, so I can walk with the help of arrow keys. So I am right now I am using my keyboard keys, and by using mouse button I can look around. I can go inside, I can jump, I can take a look at the view. Look at here, the trees are also moving. With the E button I can run. Sorry, with the shift button I can run. You can jump, you can move. So this area we have not filled yet. We can fill it later on. So we will stay here. So you can also see that there is a shadow of the trees. Why there is a shadow? Because at the top there is a sun. So when sun falls on your at a particular angle, it is a direction, it is a light. So it will create a shadow. Let's come to the main part. So in this way, we can design a whole level of a designing of a game with a first person controller. So easy and so quick. Okay, of course, if you want to design a whole level of the game, then we need to work more. Okay, for that reason, okay, I have already designed one game scene here. This is a one game scene that I have already designed. So here I click on the play. So this is my a first person controller game. Their character is moving, okay, and even with the mouse I can shoot at something and it will be destroyed. So look at this view. So uh, it is little bit coding part is involved here, so it will take some time. So yes, you can design this game. So half of your game is over. So only you need to design a basic design level of the game, and then you have to run. So look at these effects. So this is what we learn in the Unity game design. Now here we have only seen, let me go to my previous scene that we have designed already. So which is my this game scene. So here we have designed a jungle theme, right? So we can also design a city theme also. We can design some other theme also, like here. So right now we have only one scene. After that, we left with the enemies. We have to add enemies, and then we can play a full-fledged game by using the keyboard control buttons, right? Now, if you want to add a third-person controller, okay, you can also add it easily. So let me delete the first-person controller. Now I go to the standard assets, characters, the third-person controller. I will use this. So I will add a third-person controller. Now this person needs a camera. This person needs a camera. So I have deleted my old camera, so I can add multiple cameras. So this is my camera. So move the camera according to the position of the player. So I will place it behind my character. Now make this camera a child of this controller. So position of this is different. So I will just move it. So we have to place near the camera. So the position of camera is 308. So I will place this character there. Okay. From Y direction it is this. And from the Z direction, this is this one. So I double click on the character. So this is my character. I will place little forward direction. So again, the rigid body is applied here, that it has a collision effect. So this is my camera. So I will place the camera little above so that I can view it. So make the camera child of third person controller, right? Now you can click on the play. Use the arrow keys. Now where you move, camera will follow you. Because you are climbing, so it needs some force. You can also jump. So I am using the arrow keys of the keyboard. The left direction, right direction, you can move back. Okay. So why camera is moving? The camera is moving because camera is the child of this one, third person controller. Right? This is the reason why it is moving. Now, this is how we can make a third person controller and a first person controller. And you have played both kinds of game. FIFA is a, like for example, EA Sports FIFA is a third person controller. Okay. And Battlefield is a first person controller that I have shown you. Okay. So this is how we build a very basic design for a 3D game without any coding. If you don't like the speed of the character, So you can increase the speed of the character. So move speed is this one, turning speed is this one, jump speed is this one. So move speed, if I increase it to the 6, then let's see what happens. It is jumping because of that. So it is taking a lot of speeding angles. So that's why we need to reduce it. So let's make it to the 2 or 3. Sorry, 3 कर देते. Okay. Jump power को हम reduce कर देते. Now you will see the effect. Now you say it looks good. You can go inside. So that this is a camera angle issue. So you can even increase the height of this character in case you need. So I am using the scale tool. So I can increase to from Y to, now the height will be increased. So this is called scale option. So you can increase or decrease the height in case you don't like it. Now you see here. Now it is visible inside the grass also. Now the angle is not clear, so I can move the camera. This is my camera. So I can move little above. Now click on the play. Let's run this. If there is a jumping area, then it will automatically jump. Right? So this is how we can design a 3D game with some real effects. Okay, so this is just a basic, right? And after that, we can add the artificial intelligence. For example, let's say you are making a zombie game. So wherever you are, zombie will automatically follows you. Okay, so where you move, zombie or the enemy will follow you. Okay, and you have either you have to save yourself or you have to destroy the enemy. This is the advanced part. It is called the artificial intelligence. Even we can make the augmented reality and virtual reality applications by using this particular Unity engine. Okay, so this is the how we can make that. Now I can make, go to the file, go to the build settings, and in case you want to build the scene, so you want to make a setup for this game so that you can transfer the game to another PC and start playing. Okay, so we can also do that. For that, I go to the scene. Now Control S, save the game scene. Now this is my game scene. This is my scene terrain. So I will game scene here. Now for which you want to build a game, for PC, Mac or Linux, or for Android, for iOS. Right now we are working on a PC, so I will build it first. So you need to build it, let's say on the desktop. So I will select a folder here like this one. Here it will start building. So it will take some time to build. So you create a exe file. For that you don't need to open the game engine, you can directly run in your PC. So this is all we can also. So this is the basic of the game design. So till now it is building. So what we have learned. Okay, so as I have discussed, Unity is the very popular game engine for designing 3D game, for the augmented reality and for the virtual application. So it is very easy to develop a real 3D game that we have seen. Then we have added a first person character and third person character. Okay, of course, the speed is little fast, but when we design from the beginning, we design in a proper way, right? We design the whole scene and we design to make it, and we try to make it the whole area realistic. So this is the output. You can see the game is building here. So it will take some time because setup needs some time. So I have selected my desktop area. So there it will be saved. So it is saved in my desktop. It will take some time. So this is our today's task or today's procedure, that how we can build a 3D cave. Okay. So yes, next to the Miss Ruby ma'am. It will not allow me to go outside this scene until the it is not built. So I cannot minimize the screen. I want to show you where I have created the setup. So that's why it is taking some time. It may be a lengthy process because 3D game comes with lot of processing power, right? So that's why it will always take a time to build a application for the PC.
Yes, sir.
Yes, ma'am. I think it's our today's all task has been done. So
All right, all right. Thank you so much, sir. This was such an impactful presentation, and you have bounded us with your visionary thoughts and the learning process. And I'm sure you must have upgraded the skills of our attendees by the inputs and the learning shared by you. So thank you so much, sir. So with this, we'll come to the query part. So we have few queries from our attendees. So with your permission, can we take up those queries, sir?
yes, ma'am. Sure, ma'am.
All right, sir. Okay. So, sir, there is a, give me a moment. Yes, sir. So there is a query from Gurasif Singh. He wants to know that what are the career opportunities he'll be having after the completion of this program. So can you please
Okay.
throw some light on this?
Yes, ma'am. So may I speak?
Yes, yes, sir. A student wants
Okay.
to know about the career opportunities.
Opportunities. Okay, okay. So regarding the career opportunities, so there are a lot of companies in India and in the abroad who requires the game designer to build the game, because as you can see in the Android phones or in the iOS phone, there is a Play Store. In the Play Store, lot of games has millions of games uh, is already they are already placed or already stored inside the Play Store. So the building game is a very good profession, but it requires very good creative skills. So there is a lot of companies who are eager to hire the game designers, the game developers, the character builders, the animators. So they are ready to buy them. And in India, there is a lot of startup companies are there, which we call it, there is a lot of persons who have opened their own company. So there is not only the opportunities that you have to be hired by someone, you can open your own game industry, okay, which is the entrepreneurship option. It is easily available, and you can just start building a game, and you can launch the game on the Play Store or on the PC game, and you can start earning money with a very small investment, because this is an open source tool. So there is a lot of career opportunities. So the game building industry is around 165 billion US dollar in these days.
Thank you so much, sir. So, attendees, as you are seeing the visual of our website, so you can see that how much the benchmark has been set by our students, or by the students, those who are appearing for the placement, and that's all by the assistance of the faculty of the LPU. So, you need not to worry about the opportunities or about your career, because the LPU faculty, they are there to help you at every step. Okay, so sir, moving on to the next query, there's another student, Tenzin. He wants to know that what is the pathway to become a game designer, and how LPU, the School of Computer Science and Engineering, will help him to be so.
Yes. So there is a dedicated course for the Unity 3D game design, which is floated or which is teach by the experienced and faculty members in the university. So in the if you just after learning this course, the whole course of let's design a 3D game, okay, after learning this course you are ready to be hired by the any game industry. So the prerequisite required, like what should be the basics of the game, you will learn from the scratch, and after that those companies only need these prerequisites. So you are learning even the advanced level, not only basics. So companies are ready to buy the hire the uh, hire the recruitees who have the basic knowledge. But here in the LPU we are not only teaching the basics, but we are also teaching the advanced level. So we are making you ready for the certification purpose also. And Unity certification, after learning this course, you are ready to sit in the certification exam that is provided by the Unity itself. And after clearing the certificate, okay, so you can, the certificate is valid globally, throughout global. So you can go abroad and start working there as a freelancer or in the company, okay, or here even in the India. So with the certificate, you open more areas, but without certificate, you can also grab some good opportunities with your skills.
Thank you so much, sir. So we'll take up last but not the least query from an attendee. So the sir, Kenny wants to know that the software which you were demonstrating, so is this software free of cost or they have to pay
Yes,
something for this?
yes, ma'am. That's a very good query. So Unity is available in two versions. One is the free version, one is the paid version. So the version I am using is the free version. It is an open source tool. Open source means you can build a game, okay, and you can ready to work with that. So in the paid version, there are some additional features, okay, which is not required so much in building the game. So yes, right now we can say that Unity is open source and free and ready to use. Only you need one PC, okay, one system with the prerequisite, the hardware configuration that I have explained in the second slide. So it is very to install that, easy to install the application, free of cost. You can build then you will build the free lessons, and then you can come to the screen from where I have started. So that's totally free of cost. Building is also free of cost.
Thank you so much, sir, for resolving all the queries of our attendees. And now we'll quickly move to our admission expert, Mr. Pankaj Vij. So, sir, over to you for the admission part of the university.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. Great. I hope my screen is visible and my voice is also audible to all of you.
Yes, sir, loud and clear. Over to you, sir.
Great. Great, right. So I'll just start off by displaying my presentation. That was a very great technical session by Dr. Saab, and it reflected the gaming world to the students, and they must have taken a lot of insight out of whatever was presented by Dr. Saab. So now I would like to go on to the next aspect, which is something more not very technical in nature, but yes, it is very applicable in nature. Is that previous 2 years have been very bad in terms of pandemic and everything, but now things are looking better, and the education is back on its feet, and the students will be coming to our campus, and they can look forward to come to the campus and attend classes physically in an offline mode. Anyhow, so what you can expect when you come to the campus, this is what you can expect. On that particular note, I would like to start by saying this thing to the students, or appraising the students about one thing, is that Tokyo Olympics took place in 2021, but quite a few of our brave hearts, our students, participated in those Olympics. You name a person like Neeraj Chopra, Bajrang Punia, Manpreet Singh, the hockey captain of India. They are all our students. So LPU is not only known for creating academicians, researchers. Basically, it is not only academics, it is also about extracurricular activities such as sports, cultural activities, and so on and so forth. And what you're seeing on your screen right now is the live example of that particular thing. These are all our students of LPU. On that note, allow me to go ahead. What a student can expect when he or she comes to the campus, this is what you can expect. The year was 2019, and we hosted the 106th edition of the Indian Science Congress, and it was inaugurated by none other than the Prime Minister of India, Shri Narendra Modi ji. That was done at the LPU campus in 2019. Moving forward, His Holiness the Dalai Lama was back giving away degrees in a convocation ceremony. Similarly, two former presidents of India and Afghanistan sharing the same stage, giving away degrees to the students in yet another convocation ceremony. We had Sri Arun Jaitley ji, the late Finance Minister of India, who came to the campus few years back, and he inaugurated the startup school at LPU. And not only politicians, but people who are spiritual gurus, they also come to the campus, and they give live sermons to our faculty, to the parents, to the students, and everybody. Gauhar Gopal Das is no exception to that list. Not only intellects, politicians, but the real life heroes who are our real life heroes do throng the campus, not only to sing and dance with the students, but also to share their experiences. The likes of MS Dhoni has also been to the campus. Infrastructure, a very important part of education is infrastructure. Infrastructure plays an important role when it comes to education, and I'm going to show you a few glimpses of our infrastructure. What you're seeing on your screen right now is a marvel of a building, 14 blocks joined back to back. It houses the central library of the university plus a few departments of the university. This is a panoramic view and aerial view of our auditorium. It's got a capacity of 2,500 plus people in a single go. It can house so many people in a single go. At the heart of the campus, it's a 600-acre campus that we have got at LPU. And at the heart of the campus, at the helm of the campus, we have got a mall within a campus, within 600 acres worth of campus. At the heart of the campus, we've got a mall. Let me take you inside the mall. That's the interior of the malls. It's got Providence stores. It's got stores where students can purchase their stuff. We've got libraries. This is the central library that you're seeing on your screen. We've got libraries in every department, but this is the central library. The takeaway of the libraries is that they are all automated libraries. Recreational facilities. LPU is a city by itself. As I told you, 600 acres worth of campus. There are a lot of recreational facilities within the campus. There's a bowling alley, as you can see, and quite a few such things would be available just as a recreational facility for the students. If you are a physical freak, if you are a person who is very cautious about your body, which you should be, then we have got gyms. It's a fully equipped gymnasium, or there are fully equipped gymnasiums that we have got, and they are manned by trainers of repute. God forbid any student falls ill, but if somebody falls ill, then we are ready. We have got a university hospital within the university. It's a 25-bedder hospital with medical doctors, resident medical doctors to be precise, staff and paramedics, and we even have a dental chair, and the dentist visits the university occasionally or probably regularly. An aerial view of our indoor sports complex. Let us go inside. That's the swimming pool that we have got, Olympic size swimming pool. It's an all-weather swimming pool that we have got. You name a court, you get it. We've got badminton courts, we've got volleyball courts, we've got basketball courts. We even have a shooting range, a vision of the university, a part of the university. That's the front view of the university, a night vision of the university. You can always visit us. You can write to us on these numbers. You can call us. We'll come to these numbers a little later. But first of all, allow me to take you through to our website. And on our website, you can find the program of your choice. You can find the eligibility of the program of your choice. You can find the fee structures and so on and so forth. So we were talking about BTech program, BTech Computer Science program with special emphasis on gaming. So if you want to search a program like BTech Computer Science, let us take an example that you want to search a program such as BTech Computer Science. So how do you go about it? So you log on to lpu.in. Once you log on to lpu.in, you go to the link saying admissions, and you find your desired program after 12th. That's the undergraduate program over here. Postgraduate would be over here. After 10th programs, after post-graduation programs, and so on and so forth. These are the sections where you can find your program. Now I have to search for the BTech Computer Science program. After 12th undergraduate program, I go to regular programs. I click regular programs. It takes me to the next page, which shows all the disciplines in which we are running the various kind of programs. This is engineering, management, science, and so on and so forth. So we have to search BTech Computer Science. I go to engineering. In engineering, these are the gambit of programs that we got in engineering, various disciplines. We have precisely to look for computer science. I go to computer science, and these are the programs that we are running under computer science. We've got a BTech computer science with a specialization, like you can take game design to be your specialization. You can go in honors program in computer science. These three streams are available. You can go in for a industry collaborative program, or you can go in for an international program under BTech CSC. So these are the various variates that we have got when it comes to BTech computer science. I just want to search the simple BTech computer science with a specialization. So I just click it over here and it takes me to the next page. I just scroll down a little bit and it shows me the eligibility of the program. The eligibility of the program is passed with 60% marks in aggregate in 12th with physics, maths, and English, or equivalent subject to qualifying LP Nest. So you need to have 60% marks in your 12th. Then you need to clear our exam, which is LP Nest, Lovely Professional University National Entrance and Scholarship Test. So this test gives you eligibility as well as scholarship. Now let us talk about the fee structure. What's the fee structure? I go on the top. This is a slider. Very simply, I click the fee and it takes me to the fee of the program. The fee of the program is 1,20,000 per semester. Well, this is not the final fee. This is the basic fee, but there are a lot of scholarships that we are offering on this particular fee. For example, somebody has got a JEE mains percentile 85 to 90, or somebody has got 80 to 89.99% of marks in 12th, or somebody is in the cutoff 3 of our LP Nest exam, as I told you earlier. Such students, any one of either of three, there's a scholarship of 18%, and 1,20,000 goes down to 98,400. Next, if somebody's got a JEE mains percentile 90 to 95, or somebody has got 90 to 94.99 aggregate marks in 12th, or somebody is in the category 2 of our LP Nest exam, there's a 28% scholarship and the fee goes down to 86,400 per semester. If somebody's got a JEE percentile, which is more than 95% or is equal to 95%, similarly, you have got a 12 score greater than or equal to 95%, or somebody is in the category 1 of our LP Nest exam, it's one and the same thing. A person gets a 38% scholarship and the fee goes down to 74,400 per semester. That's not the only scholarship, or these are not the only scholarships that we are offering. We are offering some other scholarships, some other financial aids as well. You go to the next tab which says scholarships. I click it over here. It takes me to the scholarship that we are offering. I told you, scholarship on the basis of marks, scholarship on the basis of LNS, scholarship on the basis of the mains, and there are certain other scholarships that we are offering, like scholarships for the top people, or financial aids like need-based scholarship. Somebody's from an economically humble background, such a student can get scholarships. Somebody's father is in defense, parents are in defense, people get scholarship, or somebody's orphan student or disabled student, such students can also get financial aids or scholarships from side. So these are the gambit of scholarships we are offering. Somebody wants to talk to us, somebody wants to visit us, somebody wants to write to us, this is the place to go to. If you want to explore us on our website, go on to www.lpu.in, write to us on admissions@lpu.co.in, or you can call us on 01824517000. These are our helpline numbers. This is our helpline number rather. So you can always call us, you can visit us, you can write to us on these details. Yes, that's all from my side. Back to you, Ruby.
Thank you so much, sir, for the detailed information about the admission part. So we have a query and I would like to take up that. So with your permission, sir, can we take up that query?
Yeah, sure.
All right. So So that is query related to the course. It is that it's from Amit Srisala. He wants to know that he wants to become a game designer. So which course is the best to take admission in at LPU? So the student wants to seek your advice on this. He wants to be a game designer. What should be the right
If you
pathway?
want to be, yeah, right, the game designer, if you are a game designer, then obviously it's something which is basically related to computers. Okay, and you must have done 10 plus 2 non-medical. If you are 10 plus 2 non-medical, you can go in for a BTech program. You can go in for a BTech program. In BTech program, you can go in for a specialization or less game design. So your degree would be BTech computer science. You would be taught each and everything when it comes to computer science, but your onus, your focus would be on game design. And if you want to pursue your career into gaming, then well, you can go in for this BTech computer science program and choose a specialization in terms of gaming, and you'll be taught the tricks of the trade. You'll be taught all the curriculum which would be focusing on computer science plus your passion of gaming, and you can become a great gamer. As we were discussing in the previous presentation, that this gaming has a great future in the times to come. It even has a great future. It even has a great avenue today. So if you want to become a game designer, go in for a BTech computer science and choose a specialization as gaming, and you can become a game designer, and you can have a great rewarding career when it comes to becoming a gaming engineer.
Thank you so much, sir. So, sir, there's another query from K. Siva. He wants to know that how can he see the recording of this session. So, can you, sir, please route the attendees to the recording, that where they can get that recording on the website?
Okay, well, yeah, sure. The website, the recording is available. Just give me a moment. I'll just show you. Ruby, I'm having some problem with the website. It's not moving forward.
I'll describe it.
Maybe you can just take the reins from me, because I guess I'm having some network issues over here. It was
No,
also not showing initially. So you can take it from me and you can just show it to them, right?
okay. So Kesiva, I will route you as orally. I'll tell you that you have to go to admission, click on admission, and there you will see LPU Edu Fair. And there's an option LPU Edu Fair webinar. So you have to click on that, and then you can see all the upcoming webinars as well as the past webinars. And when you click on the past webinars, there at each creative you'll see a link that is view YouTube recording or view recording. So you have to click on that. You can select any webinar and you can see the recording of that webinar. All right, so it's as simple as that. You have to go to at www.lpu.in, then to admission, then from admission you can go to LPU Edu Fair webinar, and from there you can see the upcoming as well as the past. And when you click on the past, you'll see there is a option view YouTube recording. So there you can click and you can see all the session. So each and every session has been recorded. So thank you so much. So thank you so much, experts, for resolving all the queries. And with this, we'll conclude our today's session. Thank you, attendees, for sparing time and participating in today's webinar. And we appreciate you all for being here. And I believe your knowledge has been enriched by this webinar. So also, I would like to express my appreciation to the experts for their valuable contribution towards the topic, which was let's design a 3D game. So thank you so much. I'm sure your years of research, your years of experience will definitely help the audience to choose the right path. So until next time, I, Rupigil, finally sign off the session. Thank you, everyone.